Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Alma Scots Basketball live on 104.9 WQBX with live video streaming at almascots.com. It's a men's and women's doubleheader today from the Art Smith Arena between the Alma Scots and the Trine Thunder. I'm Jeff Somerville. Craig Compton alongside as we welcome you into the Mercantile Bank Scots pregame show. Women's game on deck first, Craig, and the Trine Thunder, a force to be reckoned with. They just recently ended Hope's 61-game winning streak. The Thunder ranked as high as number 2 in the polls. They're number 2 in the D3 Hoops poll, number 5 in the coaches poll, coming in with just 2 losses on the season. Scots going to try to pull the upset tonight. What does it take?
Well, I feel like I say this every game. It's obviously an uphill battle. You're going to get that theme when you play in this conference, when you go up against a Trine team, a Hope team twice. Definitely going to be a tough one, but, if you're Alma, this is one of those games where, if you lose, well, whatever. There was no real pressure to win because obviously Trine should just roll through everybody. You can just kind of go out there and be relaxed and play tough, and if things go your way, they go your way. So really no pressure on Alma. Obviously, they want to win this game. You want to win every game that you play, but when you have no pressure, you can play really loose, and dangerous things happen in those situations.
The Thunder are led by Tara Benovich, the senior, averaging 11.6 points per game. Rachel Stewart will come off the bench. As always, she's their number 2 scorer at 9.6 per game. Kayla Wildman with 9.3 per game, and Kelsey Taylor in the middle at 8.9 points per game. 5.4 rebounds per game as well. She'll be a handful for the Scots in the post, but it'll be very interesting to see how Alma comes out here. This is going to be their second game in a row playing without their leading scorer, Taylor Sass, and that means you've got to find, an extra 15.6 points per game that's not out there. That's an extra challenge in addition to going up against one of the top teams in the country.
Yeah, the Scots, they've got a lot of points down there on their bench right now with Sass and Hanchett being out. Yeah. It's definitely been an uphill battle this year just with,
just to stay healthy.
Sicknesses and injuries. It feels like every game we're calling, they've got a different roster out there because they're getting girls back, they're losing girls. So yeah, it's nothing new for them, and they're just going to go out and play basketball.
That's exactly what they're going to have to do. They fell on the road at Calvin in their last time out, but the Scots, solidly in 5th place in the MIAA. They will make the MIAA tournament. It's been expanded to 8 teams, so only 1 team will miss out on that. And I believe the Scots are not in any danger whatsoever of that. So just like you said, a game to go out and play and try to pick up a big signature win, put it on your resume against the Trine Thunder, and you just kind of hope you can catch them a little bit flat-footed to start this game here and get out to a run. And if you get it to the 4th quarter, anything can happen. We know that.
Oh, absolutely. That's what you got to do if you're Alma, is extend this game as long as you can.
Yep, I would strongly agree with that. We're going to step aside for the national anthem. We'll be back with the starting lineups and the opening tip right after this timeout. And back here at the Art Smith Arena, just about getting ready for basketball. It's the Angel Wings Day here at Art Smith Arena. The Angel Wings Fund, founded by the late Scots coach Keisha Brown. Just a cancer fund to help those in need, and all sorts of pink shirts throughout the arena here today. And if you've got time, come on out, grab yourself a shirt, and catch some basketball, as the men's game will follow here at 3 o'clock. It's a talented Trine men's team as well, but a Trine men's team that was upset on the road by the Alma Scots earlier this season. So it could be a very, very exciting ball game here in the men's, and we're going to get things started with the women's. Take a look at those starting lineups. For the Scots, it'll be Olivia Warren, Maddie Robbins, Stasha Warchuk, Kendall Griffune, and Aretha Humphreys. Over on the Trine side of things, Alyssa Argyle, Michaela Artis, Kayla Wildman, Tara Benovich, and Kelsey Taylor for the Thunder. As we are just about ready for basketball, the two teams in their pregame huddles, getting ready to jump it up. The Thunder coming in 16-2 on the season, 9-1 in conference play, tied atop the league with Hope. Scots at 11-8 on the season, 5-5 in league play. It will be Taylor to jump it up against Griffune here. Everybody just about ready to go. Kelsey Taylor, a 6'2 senior from New Albany High School in Louisville, Kentucky. Ball is in the air and we're underway. Warchuk grabs the tap and Robbins will control. Robbins works off a Griffune screen, goes outside for Warren. Warren dribbles in, back out for Robbins. For Humphreys, she comes to the free throw line, steps back, little jumper off the back iron, front iron, back iron, and in.
Talk about some home court advantage there.
Aretha Humphreys tingled all of the iron there,
all
but got it to go. And the Scots have the first two of the ball game. Thunder back with it the other way. Now they go inside to Taylor. She's going to take a little turnaround jumper. No good. Warchuk the rebound. Here comes Robbins. Outlet pass for Griffune. She stops, kicks it out. Warchuk for three from the wing. No good. Rebound comes to Argyle. Alyssa Argyle back across the timeline. Three ball on the way from the Thunder. That's back rim. No from Wildman. Robbins the rebound. Humphreys with it. She's going to drive into her left, kick it back out to a cutting Warren, who's going to go up and be fouled. Olivia Warren will get to the line for two, and the Scots showing good energy here in the first minute.
Yeah, good start from the Scots on the offensive end. A lot of movement, a lot of ball passes, and they're cutting to the rim right now. We've seen them in the past get a little stagnant. Really good start from the Scots.
Olivia Warren, an excellent foul shooter, will shoot two. First one rattles around and goes. Warren's fourth start of the season. She's an 88.5% foul shooter, averaging 4 points per game. She's
Pretty
got both of them
from
here.
The line,
yep.
for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. 4-0 Scots early on here. Argyle with it. Gonna hand it off for Wildman. Around Artis. Artis dribbles up top. Here's Benovich. Gets it inside for Argyle. 10 on the shot clock. Alyssa's going to drive in. Has her shot partially blocked by Humphreys. Aretha comes away with a rebound. Here come the Scots back, leading 4-0. Warren with it. She drives in. Kick out for Humphreys. Has a little trouble handling it. Gets it back. Drives in. Stops. Turns. Goes back outside for Robbins. Maddie drives in. She'll kick it out. Humphreys. Humphreys inside Griffune. Back out for Warren with 10 on the shot clock. Warren off a Griffune screen, pops and fires and hits. 6-0 Scots early on.
This is great offense from the Scots right now, and there is a ton of energy in here.
Oh, gosh, is there ever. This is Benovich. Goes for Artis. Artis going to drive, kick it back out. Benovich looking inside for Taylor, puts it on the floor instead, drives in on Warchuk, puts the shoulder down. She'll go to the line for two. Looked like pretty good defense from Warchuk. Benovich has been to the line just 20 times this season, 17 of 20, an excellent foul shooter. at 85%. Humphreys will sit down for the Scots. Regan Thor back in. First one from Benovich up and off to the right, no good. So a surprising miss from Tara Benovich. Second one on the way, that's perfect. Her first point, and the first point for Trine. It's 6-1 Alma. Robbins with it for Griffune out on the left wing, hands back to Robbins. Maddie gonna drive, Warchalk in the corner, kicks it up top for Warren. Warren back out, Griffune at the free throw line, decides not to take it, 10 on the shot clock. Warchalk drives to the foul line, gonna try to get inside. She loses the basketball, has to get it to Warren. A nice pass across to Griffune, who puts it up, no good. Shot clock probably shouldn't have reset there. Scott's get a break. No. And it's gonna be Robbins driving in. Oh, just missed it up off the window. And here come the Thunder back the other way, all the way for Artis. She puts it up, no. Griffune a strong rebound.
Griffune is owning the glass right now.
Robbins will slow things down briefly, at least for the Scots. Leading 6-1 here in the first quarter. Robbins for Griffune. She's going to take a free throw line jumper. That's short, and it's going to go out of bounds. Lemon Cusa up off the Scots bench along with Humphreys. Warchalk and Griffune sit down.
Usually that jumper right there is what Kendall excels
She
at.
does like that one for sure.
I don't know what happened with that one. Just a little off on her timing, I think, and left it well short.
Artis, the junior out of Lake City, will handle the point guard duties. Goes to Taylor. Looked for a flashing Benovich. Goes to Argyle instead out on the left wing. Alyssa drives to her right. Stops at the free throw line in a little bit of trouble. Gets rid of it to Taylor. Lemon Cusa on her. Taylor puts it on the floor. Drives in over Lemon Cusa. No. Taps the rebound out, but Humphreys has got it. Humphreys goes for Warren. Warren gets to the foul line. Drives around. She's cut off there. Good defense by Alyssa Argyle. And scooping and getting 2 shots is going to be Regan Thor. That's a nice job by Thor to just kind of muscle it up towards the basket, if nothing else, and she'll shoot 2.
Well, that's Alma's only hope right now in this game is to continue attacking like they've done. They're sharing the basketball really, really well, but they're attacking, they're getting to the line, and they're getting those layups, and that's going to be key going forward.
Yep, Trine uses the same philosophy Hope does. They go with a fresh 5 here. Thor's first foul shot is up and good. Set the floor for the Thunder. It's Rachel Stewart, as we told you about, along with Sydney Wagner. Sophie Sloniker's in there. Controlling it's going to be Wagner. Hands off for Hines. Comes around. Driving in with the left hand up, no good. Rebound comes out to Sam Underhill, and she's fouled. Shot was put up by Wagner. Underhill in good position. She'll go to the line. Sam Underhill, a 6'1 junior out of Northview High School in GR. First shot is up and good for Underhill. Averaging 6.9 points per game, just 66% foul shooter on the season. She's got 1 out of 2 here. Lemon Cusa grabs the board. 8-2 Alma. 5:58 to go first quarter. Humphreys with it. She's going to drive strong, puts up a shot and hits. Aretha Humphreys with 4. 10-2 Scots by 8. Wagner with it. Going to hand off for Hines. Swing it all the way around. This is Sophie Sloniker. Wagner with it. She's going to drive in. Gets all the way to the bucket. Puts up a reverse layup. Count that one in the foul on Warren. That's a fine play by Wagner.
It certainly was. Tough break if you're Alma.
Sydney Wagner, 5'6" freshman out of Tippecanoe Valley. She will try for the 3-point play. Lemon Cusa and Warren sit down. That means Griffune and Warchalk are back. Foul shots up and good. Makes it 10-5 Scots. Big three-point play there, though, by Wagner. Robbins with it for the Scots. She'll go for Griffune. Kendall looking for something to do with it. Fires out, right wing Warchalk. Stasha's going to drive into the baseline. She's double-teamed there, kind of dribbled into the double team. Scots thought about maybe wanting to get a timeout, but Stasha just threw it off one of the Trine players out of bounds. It'll stay with Alma with 9 on the shot clock. Thor will inbound. Looking. Goes out for Griffune, tries to hand to Humphreys. Little trouble with it. 6 on the shot clock, 5 on the clock now. Gonna have to get rid of it. Goes to Robbins, puts it on the floor. One dribble, puts up a shot, no good. That'll be a shot clock violation. Good defense from the Thunder.
Yeah, just a little unaware there. Dribbled the air out of the basketball a little too much.
Sydney Wagner to control for Trine. She just had a big three-point play on their last trip. Goes briefly for Hines, right back to her. Now Sloniker driving in, puts it up. That's Hines, lays it up and good. Trine within 3 at 10-7. A 5-0 run for the Thunder. Thor with it. Thor's going to go all the way around, puts it up. Didn't use the window, though, and missed it long.
I don't think she knew exactly where she was at when she went up with that shot.
Back comes Hines and has it tapped away by Warchalk. They get it back. 3 ball on the way from Sloniker, no. Rebound, put up, no good from Stewart. Second chance opportunity is good. 10-9 Trine, a 7-0 run now, showing why they're the number 2 team in the country. Robbins for Griffune in the high post. Looking, thought about a shot now. Going to get it out to Robbins, 15 on the shot clock. Maddie drives in, kick out, Warchalk corner 3, no good. And the rebound comes to Wagner, who's been brilliant since coming in.
Yes, she has.
Wagner fires a pass down low to Underhill, and she's fouled.
Goodness. I thought they were going to let that one stand with a block.
It was close.
At first.
It was close. Fouls the first on Griffune. Warren checks back in for Thor. So what Sammy Stormont has done basically is gone with a 7-player rotation here. She's rotated through everybody except Robbins, who will likely just go all the way.
Yeah, I would think so.
Underhill hits the first. Ties it at 10. 3:47 to go, first quarter. Second one is up and good. Trine with their first lead at 11-10. Robbins for the Scots. They've been stuck on 10 for a while now. She'll hand to Humphreys. Humphreys drives to her right. Ball being poked at by Wagner. Humphreys drives in, spins, has it tied up. A jump ball will be called. Possession arrow favors Trine. Good play by Sierra Hines to come on over. That's Sierra Hines, actually, to come on over and grab that one to tie it up. Here's Wagner with it. Off of a screen, gets to the free throw line, stops, kicks it into the corner. 3 ball on the way from Hines, in and out, no good. And the rebound comes to Robbins. Warren wants to run the other way. It's 2-on-1 now. Olivia Warren puts it up, no good. Heavy contact, no foul call. And Trine comes out of there with it, but having a whole lot of trouble. They've already used up 7 seconds, 8 seconds now. They do get across the timeline. And a nice pass inside, but a steal away by Humphreys from behind on Underhill. Good play by Humphreys. Now back the other way, and it's Stewart returning the favor, and she'll cruise in and lay it up and good. 13-10 in favor of Trine.
This pace isn't something that Alma wants to see because they can't match it for 4 quarters against a Trine team that subs 5 at a time.
Yeah, the starting 5 getting ready to come back in for the Thunder. It's been the second unit that's done the damage for them, though. Inside Warchalk. Oh, my gracious. It was a clean block with the right hand by Wagner, but she got Stasha with the left.
That, I believe, is a makeup call for the last possession.
Could be.
When Warren got body checked as she went up for a layup.
Could be. Starting 5 back in for Trine. They did not fare well in their first stint.
Well, you just said that about the second line, and it's interesting because when we saw Hope here a few weeks back,
line 2 fared better.
That was the same thing. Line 2 was much better against Alma than the starters were.
Warchuk's first foul shot up and good. Stosh averaging 8.8 points per game this season. And she's got 2 here to cut the Trine lead to 1 with 2:25 to go in the first quarter. Artis with it for the Thunder. Dribbles to her left, hands off for Wildman. She drives in and she's going to travel with it under good defensive pressure from Robbins.
Good job by the Scots to weather the storm of the Trine run there. And they put up 7 straight or whatever it ended up being. Hanging tough.
Robbins with it. Goes for Griffune up top. Swing it around for Warren. Warren back for Warchuk. Thor out on the right wing. For Griffune back up top. Swing it around to Robbins. Scott's taking some time off the clock here. Warren with it with 8 on the shot clock. Kick out. Thor for 3 from the left wing. That's no good. Reagan follows her shot, but it's ripped out of there by Wildman, and back the other way come the Thunder. This is Benovich. Tara Benovich with a nice, almost a nice pass to Taylor, but just out of reach for Taylor, and another turnover for the Thunder. That's 2 in a row since this first starting line came back in. Maddie Robbins for the Scots. Going to hand off for Warren. For Warchuk now. Back out, right wing Warren. Fires a pass inside. Griffune uses the window nicely. No good. Rebound comes to Wildman. And Trine wants to hustle here. Benovich with it. Benovich has shot over 100 threes this season. Didn't take that one. There's Artis. Back out. 3 ball on the way from Argyle. That's long. Taylor the rebound. Taylor up through traffic. Puts it up and good. Kelsey Taylor makes it 15-12. Under a minute to go here. First quarter. Robbins hands to Warren. Warren for Griffune. Thor thought about a backdoor cut. Gets it out on the wing instead for Griffune. She's going to drive in. Gets it out for Robbins. Robbins puts it on the floor. Drives. Dishes for Thor. Reagan back out for Robbins. Robbins for 3. A high arcing shot off the window. No good. It comes down again to Wildman. And a blocking foul is going to be called on Robbins. And I don't like that one, as it looked like Maddie had some pretty established possession
I
there.
thought so too. It was very, very close. I don't know if she, I don't know. I have no answer really, because I thought it was going to be a charge as well.
I did too. The Trine player didn't really know Robbins was there, and that's usually when you see the charge get called. 26.4 seconds on the game clock, and it's a shooting situation here now with the 5th team foul of the quarter on Alma, and it'll be Artis going to the line, and she hits the first one. 16-12 Trine now. Artis looked awfully comfortable there at the line.
Yeah, that was a little too easy.
Yeah, it was. Second one rattles around and gets in.
Still quite as confident.
So the Scots with a chance for a final shot if they'd like it here in the quarter. Humphreys will handle the basketball for Alma. Trailing by 5 here. Lamancusa's got a screen set up for Humphreys if she wants it. She does sneak around it. 7 seconds. She's going to have to go through a double team. Puts up a shot off the window. No, and the rebound comes out. And a long one is going to be attempted from half court. That's going to come up short from Artis. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, our score, Trine 17, Alma 12. We'll be back for the second after this. Back here at Art Smith Arena, 17-12. Trine on top of the Alma Scots here after one. It's a game that the Scots led by 8, 10-2 at one point in time. So Trine finishing up on a 15-2 run to take this 17-12 lead. Scots got off to a great start, a lot of energy. But, you know, when you're playing 7 and Trine's playing 10, it's tough to keep that level of play up all the way.
It was the transition game that killed Alma a little bit, but Trine also doing a really good job in the half-court defense of sagging in to take away that drive. Almost got to knock down a few of those outside jumpers and keep Trine honest. That'll open up that drive a little bit more here in the second quarter.
Scott's 3 of 14 from the floor, 5 of 15 for Trine. Neither team has hit a three-point shot yet. Olivia Warren goes off a Lemoncusa screen. Lemoncusa rolls to the bucket, and she's going to turn it over off good defense from Wildman. Kayla kind of flashed over, just got a hand on the basketball, and then Lemoncusa knocked it out of bounds. Here's Artis for the Thunder. Goes out. Benovich thought about a three, didn't take it. Tara's going to drive in instead and just have the ball taken away by Humphreys. And Aretha comes back the other way for the Scots. Oh, Warren wants it right now. She's got it. Fires up a three, just short. Taylor the rebound.
That passes to Olivia a second earlier. She makes that shot.
I think so. Here's Benovich, corner three. She likes that one, but she draws air. Taylor, the rebound, comes in. Lemoncusa's got to commit a foul as Taylor had gotten some pretty good position there, and Kelsey Taylor will go to the line for two.
Taylor is just kind of having her way in this game.
She is.
Low right now. Alma just doesn't have the size to keep her out of there.
Kelsey Taylor, a 70.4% foul shooter on the season, averaging 8.9 points per game. And looking very strong here in the early going of this one. Her first foul shot is up and good. Both teams getting to the line quite a bit here. 8 of 10 now for Trine, 6 of 6 for the Scots. Trine out rebounding Alma 15-8 thus far. That's the difference. Second shot short. Robbins the rebound. Gets it up for Warren. She wants a step back three this time, and she buries it. Olivia Warren
from
with
the same spot.
7 points in the ball game. 18-15 Trine.
That's a big time shot.
Now Warren's feeling it today, you can tell. Looking at a three, didn't take it, was Wildman. They go to Argyle instead, inside Taylor.
Defense.
Good defense from Warren. Extra pass, a good extra pass from Taylor to Artis, who lays it in.
That's very unfortunate for the Scots because they played great defense on that possession.
It's just an extra good pass from Taylor, Kelsey Taylor. Robbins with it out on the left wing for the Scots. Griffune along the free throw line, drives in, has it tapped by Argyle, and then she kicks it out of bounds. Good play by Alyssa Argyle. And a turnover for the Scots. Thor back to the scorer's table. Humphrey sits down. And here comes Michaela Artis. Hands off to Wildman. Back to Artis. Out on the right wing. She'll drive and throw it past that's tipped out of bounds by Thor. Well, back into Artis for Taylor. Kelsey surveying the landscape. Going to go for Artis. Artis drives to her right. Kicks it back out for Wildman. She drives in, has her shot blocked by Griffune in a late whistle.
Yeah, I don't mind the foul call, but it was 20 seconds after the ball had gone out of bounds.
Looked like a pretty clean block.
There was some body contact. I wouldn't mind either call, I guess, but it was, like I said, the fact that it was very delayed.
Yeah, second on Griffune. And Kayla Wildman to the line. She hits the first. A 61.5% foul shooter on the season. Gets both of them here, makes it 22-15 in favor of the Thunder. First two of the day for Kayla Wildman. Warchalk with it at the free throw line. She'll work on Taylor, drives in, puts it up, and she's fouled. She'll shoot 2. Good job by Stasha to just take it strong. Scott's playing without a true post right now with Griffune on the bench with 2 fouls.
I was going to say, they get quite a bit smaller when
Coach
Griffune went to the bench.
Coach Stormont elected to not bring Lemoncusa right back in after her stint. Went instead with Humphreys and moved Warchalk to the center position. Stasha hits the first foul shot.
I mean, in the defense there, Trine doesn't have a huge lineup out there right now either. So,
yeah, Taylor has gone to the bench now with 2 fouls.
This could be the back and forth game we saw late in the first quarter.
Scots don't get lined up defensively, and it leads to an open 3 for Wildman, and she hits it. Trine by 9, their biggest lead, 25-16. Good transition play from the Thunder. Robbins drives in, she's cut off, kick out for Humphreys. She drives to the free throw line, goes back to the left wing, Robbins. Maddie puts it on the floor, opens a little space, up, under, move. Scoop shot off the window and scores.
That was a great move and a great finish with the scoop.
Robbins with her first 2, 25-18. Here's Benovich for a 3, and that's her second air ball on 2 tries. Very uncharacteristic for Tara Benovich. Humphreys with it. Trying to drive on Benovich, gets to the free throw line, kick out Thor. Back for Robbins. 15 on the shot clock, cross court for Warren. She wanted the 3, she's gonna go all the way under instead, goes out. Humphreys straight away, 3 short, and the rebound comes to Artis on the run. Artis back in transition. Warren tries to pick her up, she's cut off there. Little lefty hook shot is up and good. Great play. Michaela Artis, timeout. Scots. It is a full timeout. 27-18. Trine on top. We'll be back after this. (27-18) Trine on top of the Alma Scots here in the second quarter. Michaela Artis starting to impose her will a little bit on this game. 6 points for Artis. Kayla Wildman with 5 quick ones here in the second quarter as well for the Thunder. And Trine just kind of starting to pull away a little bit here. They're going to go to their second line here out of the break. So that means it's going to be Sierra Hins along with Rachel Stewart, Sydney Wagner, Sophie Sloneker, and Sam Underhill. Sloneker line up on Thor down there, and this is going to be Warren controlling the point, handing off now, and gets it right back. Does Warren, kick out for Robbins up top. She's going to drive in again, tries to go up under, kicks a pass out. Oh, behind the back goes Warren. She goes for Warchalk. Stasha going to drive in, heavy contact, no foul call. Would have been before the shot. Then back comes Trine. Here is Wagner driving in, a nice pass to Underhill who lays it in. Great pass by Wagner.
Wide open, and like you said, a great pass.
Sydney Wagner's been the best player on the floor when she's been out there tonight.
I would agree.
This afternoon. Warren with it for the Scots, trailing by 11, and she's going to turn it over. And here come the other way is Hins. She drives in, has it poked away, and then has to throw it off the foot of Warren out of bounds. Or Humphreys, excuse me. Mallory Repka up off the bench for the Scots now. Thor sits down. Looking to get in a nice inbounds play and an easy bucket for Sophie Sloneker. 31-18 Thunder. Robbins back the other way for Alma. Trine just getting too many easy buckets here. 31 points is too many to give up in the half if the Scots wanted a chance to win this thing. And Humphreys is tied up. Jump ball is the call. Then back the other way comes Wagner. Wagner all alone on the left. She's going to go off a screen, drives in, just stops, pops a little jumper, back iron, front iron, and good.
And that's the issue with Trine. They are so efficient on the offensive end that you can't afford to go 3-4 possessions without a bucket on your offensive end. You've got to score.
Scoring almost every possession right now. Repka thought about a three, didn't handle the pass quite right. Instead, it's going to be Warren driving down, misses, gets her own board, kick out for Robbins. Thought about a three, didn't take it. Oh my God.
Goodness.
Offensive foul is going to be called on Robbins on an absolute flop job by Wagner. Robbins will sit down. Thor checks in.
Didn't even take it square. Took it right off the hip and went down. And yikes.
Wagner will control it for the Thunder. Goes between her legs, off a screen, roll by Underhill, and she's got to be fouled by Repka. Underhill to the line again. It'll be shots 4 and 5 from the free throw line for Sam Underhill, 6'1" junior who's been a problem when she's been in there.
Well, the positive with that play is that Repka didn't allow the and one. She made sure to foul hard enough that the shot wasn't getting off. And now look at that. That's a good foul.
That's a good foul because the first shot is no good by Underhill. Second one on the way. That one is good. 34-18. Thunder pulling away here in the second quarter where they've outscored Alma 16-6. Thor for it for the Scots out on the left wing. She's going to drive in, cut off there, double teamed. Back up top, Warchalk. Warchalk with 10 on the shot clock, drives to that right wing or right block, puts up a shot, too strong though, and out the other way. Underhill again, all alone underneath. A nice dish from Sierra Hins. Timeout, Scots. They trail it 36-18. Trine playing some good basketball here. Back after this. Scots with the basketball out of the timeout. Olivia Warren crosses the timeline. She'll work on Wagner. Kick out Thor. Thought about a three. She's going to drive in strong. Instead loses the basketball, though, and out come the Thunder the other way. This is Wagner. Wagner kicks it out left side. Sloniker back up top. Hins with a three. No good. Rebound for Warchalk. Warren outlet pass for Humphreys. Aretha puts it on the floor. Going to kick it over to the side. Extra pass. Swing it around for Warren. She's going to drive in. Puts it up off the window and good. 9 first half points for Olivia Warren.
She's been a bright spot for the Scots so far.
No question about that. 36-20 in favor of Trine. Wagner with it. Goes off. They go inside Underhill now. Cross court Hins. She's going to drive in. Kicks it back out. Wagner. Wagner drives in, has her shot blocked by Warren, and Warchalk comes away with it. Warren back across for the Scots. Gonna hand it to Repka, quickly up top for Warchalk. Thor with it now, or Humphreys. Back over to Warren. Humphreys with it up top, 10 on the shot clock. She's going to drive in, gets just inside the free throw line, puts up a jumper, no. And Wagner, who's doing everything, grabs the rebound. Wagner going to hand it off in the corner here for Stewart. Rachel's going to put up a free throw line jumper. No good. Fight for the rebound. A jump ball is going to be called. A good battle there underneath between Sloniker and Humphreys, or Thor, excuse me. Starters come back for Trine. Lamancusa enters for the Scots. Robbins also back in for Alma after a short breather, and she'll control the basketball here. It's to Humphreys. Humphreys gonna hand to Warren, who couldn't handle it, but deftly gets it to Robbins. They're gonna call it traveling on Maddie Robbins, flying through the lane, trying to get a pass out for Humphreys.
One too many steps there.
I think you're right.
She got through, but it's
she
because
did get
took
through.
An extra step.
She did get through. There's no doubt there. Wildman with it, gets it out for Artis. Artis going to drive to her left, cut off there, out for Benovich. Benovich tries to go to Taylor, and Taylor can't handle the pass. It's a turnover there. And Benovich struggling here in this one. She's got just 1 point. And a couple of turnovers.
There's always those certain games or certain
There
nights
are.
that just don't go your way for whatever reason.
Warren off of a double screen. Kicks it into the corner for Warchuk. Inside, Lamancusa working on Taylor. Little lefty hook shot up, no good. And Taylor's got the rebound, but goes down awkwardly. She pops back up, gets right back into the action. Artis with it. Gonna go out. Benovich. Warren on her, goes off a screen. Gets it outside for Artis. Artis tries to go in for Taylor, and it's going to be kicked out of bounds by Robbins. Go with 20 on the shot clock as Regan Thor checks back in. Robbins will sit down. 36-20 in favor of the Thunder. Benovich looking to get it in. Goes out for Taylor. Back for Wildman. Benovich looked at a three, didn't take it. Still looking, gonna drive in now, loses the basketball, gonna get it, scoops it out of there, under 10 on the shot clock. This is Wildman, goes inside, Taylor gets some position,
goodness.
And that's a fine play by Wildman to get it to Taylor.
Just lobs it over the Scots defense. And
Very nice play right there by Kayla Wildman. 38-20 Trine, under a minute to go in the first half of action. Warren with it, goes for Warchuk. Over to Thor. Reagan going to drive in, cut off there, and a jump ball is going to be called. Lamancusa and Wildman down there.
I'm not sure anybody had it long enough for there to be a jump
No,
ball.
no, that was kind of just a
very
loose
quickly
ball
called,
is
yeah.
what it really was.
Right in her lap for about 0.2 seconds and then went
Yeah.
flying out of bounds. So they called it very quickly.
They did. Under 30 seconds to play here. 2-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock as Trine has got the basketball with Michaela Artis. Artis going to go off a screen. Going to go off another screen now. 10 on the shot clock. Kick it out. Benovich. Benovich with 6 on the shot clock. Picks up her dribble. In some trouble. Argyle. Argyle going to have to get rid of it. Just fires a shot towards the basket, but that's no good. Shot clock expires, and the game clock expires as well. That's going to bring us to halftime with our score at the break. Trine 38, Alma 20. We'll step aside for some announcements and the This Week in High School Sports program and be back with the Pizza One halftime report after this. And welcome back to the Art Smith Arena, and welcome into the Pizza One halftime report. 38-20, Trine leading the Alma Scots at halftime here. And Craig, it was the first half. Scots got off to a 10-2 lead, and then Trine kind of woke up. They sleep. I don't know if they were sleepwalking through those first few minutes, as Alma brought some extreme energy to those first couple of minutes, but they were able to just kind of turn the tide of the game and slowly chip away a bunch of different scorers. No one superstar for the Thunder in that first half, but just a job well done by Trine.
Yeah, if you look back at it at the first half or first quarter, I mean, Trine got off to that slow start, but they were just missing shots. They were getting looks. They were missing those close layups, and once those started falling, they started really putting things together. And you can say all you want, but sometimes your five is better than my five.
Exactly.
And that's all that I think we're seeing right now is if Alma had, Sass and Hanchett available to go today, maybe it's a little bit different story. Those two are able to fill it up on the offensive end a little bit more. Alma right now just not able to keep up with Trine's five fresh subs every few minutes.
Exactly.
They're just starting to run away with it, just like we saw against Hope.
Scott's just 6 of 24 from the floor in that first half for 25%, 7 of 8 from the free throw line. They did turn it over 11 times, and points off turnovers and points in the paint, a huge thing. 24 points in the paint for Trine to just 4 for the Scots. 11 points off the turnovers compared to 0 for the Scots. So big differences there. Alma's led by Olivia Warren with 9 points in that first half. 4 for Aretha Humphreys, 3 for Stasha Warchuk, 2 for Maddie Robbins. Regan Thor had 2 as well. Sam Underhill leading the way off the bench for the Thunder with 8. Michaela Artis with 6. Kayla Wildman 5. Sydney Wagner with 5. 5 points also for Kelsey Taylor. Rachel Stewart had 4. Sophie Sloniker with 2. Sierra Hins with 2. And Tara Benovich with just 1 point in that first half for the Thunder. That's very unusual, but they've got an 18-point lead to show for it nevertheless, behind that strong 8-point performance from Underhill. Sam Underhill, a player that averages just 6.9 points per game. So the 8 in the first half, quite good.
Absolutely.
Going to wrap up our Pizza One halftime report for today. We'll be back with second half action after this timeout. Back here at the Art Smith Arena, ready for the start of the third quarter. 30-28, the second-ranked Thunder of Trine lead the Alma Scots as we wrap up the halftime. Starting 5 back out there for Alma. That's Robbins, Warren, Warchuk, Humphreys, and Griffune. The starters also back out there for the Thunder. Argyle, along with Artis, Wildman, Benovich, and Taylor. It'll be Scots basketball to begin the second half of play. Put 10 minutes on the clock and we're ready to go. It's going to be Warren to run the point to start things off here for Alma. Hands to Robbins. Maddie right back to Warren out on that right side. Up top, Robbins looking into the post. Goes back out, Warren. Warren will go off a screen. There's a collision. A couple players fall down, and it's a turnover. Not sure what happened there. It looks like Warren and Artis just got tangled up together. Down on the other end, Taylor has a shot. Just stop up on the top of the rim. It finally comes off to Griffune, and Robbins is on the move the other way. Goes up off the high glass and good.
That's a nice finish.
Maddie Robbins with 4. Artis with it, gonna hand off for Argyle. Argyle back to Artis on the left wing. Artis off of a Taylor screen, gonna drive all the way down and has it swallowed up by Griffune. And Kendall, I believe, was standing out of bounds when she finally possessed the basketball. Griffune just took that one and swallowed it. A little bit of confusion after all of that, but we're ready to play now again. Inbounds pass goes for Argyle. Cross-court pass for Artis. Goes around. They eventually get it up top for Argyle again. Argyle drives it, has it tapped away by Warren. They get it back to Artis. Artis with a little left-handed floater. That rolls out no good. And Robbins the rebound. She's on the move again. Robbins gets it to Warren. Warren kick out Humphreys. Thinking about a corner three, taking a corner three, and burying a corner three. 5-0 Scots run to start the second half. It's 38-25.
You dare her to take that with that much room. She's going to take it 10 times out of 10.
Exactly.
She's going to hit it most times.
That's 7 for Aretha Humphreys. Nice entry pass for Benovich, who lays it up and good. Her first field goal. Back to a 15-point Thunder advantage. Robbins with it, gonna hand for Humphreys. She's cut off, goes right back to Robbins. Robbins slices through traffic, goes way outside for Warchuk. Warchuk has it tapped away, gets it back up top. Warren, who will reset with 12 on the shot clock. Warren off of a Griffune screen is gonna travel with it as she kind of got it caught up on her hip as it was tapped and then re-corralled.
Yeah, nowhere really to go there for Olivia.
No.
Just dribbled it in, drove it into no man's land.
Michaela Artis will control things here again for Trine. Slowly crosses the timeline, goes for Argyle. Argyle back for Artis. They just kind of play a two-player game right now. Back for Argyle. Argyle now fires a pass inside for Taylor, and Kelsey's going to finish that one and one. Good, strong play. Kelsey Taylor, third on Griffune. That's going to get Lamancusa up off the bench quickly. And Taylor will look for a three-point play.
Yeah, Taylor, she's a problem for a lot of teams, I got to imagine.
Shots up and good.
She has been a good all-around player tonight.
Strongly agree with
Trine.
that one. Strongly agree. She's got 8.
About every aspect of the game, she has excelled.
To tie for the scoring lead. On the other end, Warren for 3, no good. Rebound comes off to Wildman. She's going to bring it up herself with the left hand. Back to the right now, off of a Taylor screen. Still with it. She's going to finally give it up to Benovich. Benovich works off a screen, and it's going to be a foul called on Warchuk, I guess. It's a tough one.
Yeah, I thought there was a lot of off-arm extension.
As did
there.
I.
I mean, there was definitely contact both ways, but usually that shove is going to be on
driving in is Artis and scoring with the right hand. Michaela Artis with 8. So it's Underhill, Taylor, and Artis all with 8 points. And it's a 20-point Thunder advantage, 45-25. Humphreys with it for the Scots. Looks inside. Lamancusa working on Taylor. Goes to the left hand. Puts it up. No. Rebound comes out. And back the other way. Quickly comes Artis. She's on the move. Kicks it out. Long 3 on the way. Benovich, she hits it. She finally got an open one.
That was great awareness to see her tucked down in the corner there. And
she was almost out of bounds.
She was.
Humphreys with it. Aretha going to drive in. Puts it up off the window. It climbs the rim and goes in. Humphreys with 9.
Aretha excelling at what she does there. Driving to that rim and finishing through contact. Really, really good player at doing that.
Taylor with it now. Goes out for Argyle. Argyle going to try to drive by Robbins. Spins around, puts up a jumper. No. Robbins the rebound. That's 5 boards for Maddie Robbins to lead the way. Leads all rebounders in the game. She falls down, continues dribbling, and a jump ball is going to be called. Possession arrow favors Trine. Reagan Thor up off the bench. Warren will sit down. And it'll be Artis with it for the Thunder. Artis works off of a Taylor screen. Thor is right there. She'll go out, gets it inside. Taylor, good catch, good finish. Kelsey Taylor with 10. Robbins handed off for Humphreys over in front of her own bench. Puts it on the floor, gets a screen. Taylor flashes out. Humphreys loses the ball, has to go get it. Now going to drive in, still driving. Goes, little jumper, turnaround, no. And the rebound to Artis. Artis on the run again. Lost the handle briefly. A 3 balls on the way and buried, though, from Kayla Wildman. Beautiful.
Goodness.
Little ball fake and then shot. 53-27 Thunder. Pouring it on offensively here. Robbins to Humphreys at the free throw line. Puts it on the deck. Turns around and has her shot blocked by Taylor. And the ball will eventually come out to Wildman.
Took a minute.
I wasn't sure who was going to get it there for a while. Wildman still got it. Little up under to the left hand. No good. Warchuk the rebound. Stasha going to bring it back herself for Robbins. Robbins drives through traffic. Gets it out. Thor for 3 from the left side. That's long. And Warchuk's going to tap the rebound, but out of bounds. Repka, Warren, and Griffune back for the Scots. The second line back for Trine.
Yeah, and I was looking through some of these stats right here on the live scoring, and Trine outscoring Alma. The bench players 21-2
Sure.
right now, which really is no surprise when you figure in they sub in 5 at a time, and they're all 5 pretty solid players.
Well, you got Wagner with it right now, who had a great first half, working on Repka, goes inside quickly. Hook shot was no good from Brooke Brower, who's come into the ball game. They're going to get it out for Thor. So Brower came in instead of someone else. We'll figure it out. Repka's got a 3 from the right wing. That's long. And the rebound comes out to Hins. She's going to pick it up and go off for Wagner. I believe it's Sloniker who didn't come back in this time. Driving down Wagner with another bucket. Wagner, just a freshman. She's going to be a good one.
Yeah, she is.
Robbins goes out to the right wing. She's going to go to Griffune. For Warren, over towards the left. Out for Repka. Mallory going to drive in, kick it across, and it's going to be turned over. Coming out of there is Rachel Stewart. A nice pass for Wagner, who lays it up and good. Sydney Wagner with 9. 57-27 in favor of Trine.
Now this Trine team's not going anywhere anytime soon. They're going to be good for a while.
A timeout called by the Scots. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll take it along with them back after this. (57-27) Trine all over the Alma Scots here with 3:10 to go in the third quarter. Thunder have been good since midway through that first quarter. Griffune with it, puts it on the floor, goes for Thor. She drives by, gets a little pass over to Warchuk. Stasha going to drive in herself, goes all the way through and is fouled down there, I think by Hins. It is going to be on Hins. Thor will inbound from under her own basket. Looking, goes for Griffune. Griffune gonna drive past, gets some room for herself, puts up a lefty hook, no good.
She struggled to finish down low
She
tonight.
has tonight.
She has missed a few of those ones that typically she makes.
Kendall hasn't scored in this one. Meanwhile, a steal at the other end by Warren, and here comes Robbins with it. Maddie gonna hand it to Warchuk. Warchuk hands back for Robbins. Not a lot of room to operate over there. Maddie gonna fire a pass all the way down. Warren with it now. The C's part for Olivia Warren.
Whoa.
She goes to the left-hand scoop and score again. Double digits for Olivia Warren. She has not struggled at all. She's got 11. Brower with it. To Underhill. Underhill gonna drive on Warchuk. Kick out for Wagner, back inside. Brower, she's going to put up a lefty hook and score.
That was a nice finish.
Brooke Brower, the freshman from Morley Stanwood.
Right up over top of Griffune.
Warren with it over on the left wing. Dribbling in to a double team, goes to Robbins. Robbins is cut off, goes baseline. They swing it around for Warchuk. Stasha puts it on the floor. Going to drive in on Underhill. She's stuck in the paint. She's been in the paint a long time. And eventually it's going to be Brower with a steal. Well, I think there was a 3-second call missed, a traveling call missed.
Yeah, whoa!
Beautiful backdoor cut from Hins, who misses the layup. But coming back through is Stewart to draw the foul. I think
it's easy to miss that when you're that wide open.
I think she was
yourself.
Just stunned by her good fortune on that cut.
She went about 400 miles an hour on that cut and was wide open.
Lamancusa, Repka, and Humphreys check back in. Thor, Griffune, and Robbins to the bench. Here comes Sophie Sloniker to replace Underhill. First shot no good from Rachel Stewart. Stewart, a senior guard from Eastern High School, Pekin, Indiana. She hits the second one just fine. 60-29 in favor of the Thunder. Stewart has got 5. Second leading scorer for the Thunder. She comes off the bench like we told you. Humphreys. And a 3-second call on Warchuk, as probably a makeup call after somebody yelled at the official after the last one.
I was going to say, when you get that call, it's because the coach had been in your
ear. Yeah, it's because there was
time.
One missed on the previous possession.
During those free throws, there had to have been a conversation that took place.
Wagner gets it inside, and Brower puts it up and scores
really
again.
Good hands
Brooke
there
Brower
to catch that thing and then put it right up.
She's got 4 points, doing some nice things here. Is the freshman Brower. Warren loses it. It gets kicked about 3 times, and coming away with it is going to be Stewart. Rachel going to drive all the way in, up off the window. No. Rebound fought for, and Repka's got it. Repka fires a pass over top to Warren. Olivia driving in. A neat little spin move and a dish to Lamancusa, who puts it up, counted in the foul. That's a great play by Olivia Warren.
I mean, I feel like every game this year she's impressed us more and more, and tonight just seems to be a culmination of all those games coming together. She's been great for the Scots.
Yeah, no doubt. Lamancusa completes the 3-point play, her first 3 of the afternoon. 62-32, under 15 seconds to go here in the third quarter. It's Brower with it. Brooke going to try a little bounce pass in, and a neat little pass on the save to Hins, and she's fouled. Sierra will go to the line for 2. So a lot of young talent on the floor for Trine with Hins, Brower, Wagner.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
All freshmen.
They're not going anywhere for a while because they've got some young talent.
Robbins checks back in for Repka.
Keep them in the thick of things.
Foul shot up and good from Hins. And the second one also good. 64-32 in favor of Trine. 7.3 seconds to go, third quarter. They will apply a little bit of pressure here on Warren. They go to Warchuk. Warchuk driving down, stops, goes Warren. She's going to have to fire a three at the buzzer, off the glass, no good. So at the end of three, our score, Trine 64, Alma 32. We'll be back with the finish after this. And back here at the Art Smith Arena, just about ready for the fourth quarter of action. 64-32 in favor of the Trine Thunder. Trine's going to go back to their starting five for the fourth quarter. And starting five out there also for the Scots. Alma will have the ball to start this fourth period of play. And it'll be Olivia Warren for Alma. Warren works off a screen. Taylor flashes out. Warren just goes the other way instead. Dishes a pass for Warchuk. She's fouled on the floor by Taylor. So the Scots will just get to try this all over again. They get it in for Warren. She's going to hand it back off of Robbins. For Warchuk. Warchuk's going to drive down, cut off by Taylor and blocked out of bounds.
Whoa.
Emphatically from Kelsey Taylor.
That was the definition of all ball.
Yes, it was.
Everything on that one.
So again, the Scots will try it. Get it in for Humphreys. Aretha with 8 on the shot clock. Drives by Argyle, who fell down. Now the ball's loose, and Taylor comes away with it. A great defensive possession from Kelsey Taylor. Argyle back the other way. Surveying the landscape, goes into the corner for Artis. She drives on Warren. Puts up a shot off the glass and good. Michaela Artis just really, really good here.
You give her a sliver of space, and she's getting down to that low block, and once she does, she's not missing.
Robbins for the Scots. Goes for Humphreys. Humphreys works off a Warren screen. She's in the lane, going to kick it out. Warchuk, corner three, that's short. Robbins, another rebound. Maddie surveys what to do. Goes for Griffune to Humphreys. Taylor flashes out and commits a foul. It was a good flash on the switch from Kelsey Taylor, but then couldn't continue her position, and she's called for the foul. That's her second. It'll be Warchuk to inbound it to Olivia Warren. Warren works to her left, steps back, fires a three, fills it up. My gracious. 14 for Olivia Warren. This is the best game we've seen her play.
Oh, absolutely.
Taylor with it. Way out on the outside. She's going to put it on the floor. Hands off for Argyle. Argyle drives to her left, goes with the left hand, scoop and score. First two for Alyssa Argyle out of Freeland. Robbins for the Scots. Robbins going to go all the way, scoops it up, gets hit, crashes into the stanchion, and she'll shoot two. Robbins 4.6 rebounds. Again, Maddie leading all rebounders in this game. Shot is up and good. Those rebounding numbers for Robbins are extremely impressive. 5.6 rebounds per game. Goes up to 6.2 in league play. And remember, Maddie is a point guard. She's not one of those 5'10" point guards you see either.
No.
So just great rebounding from Robbins. Artis with it. Kicks it into the corner. And a shot up and no good from Benovich, but she's fouled. She'll shoot 2. Tara Benovich. Like we said, 11.6 points per game. She hits the first foul shot. She's hit 46 triples on the year coming into this, 46 of 109. Scots have held her in check, though, 1 of 3 from downtown, but she does now have 7 points. So getting close to that average, even on a quiet afternoon.
I say, quiet game.
Robbins into the corner. Gets it, Humphreys, she puts it up off the window, no, and the rebound comes to Benovich. Three-point try is no good. Rebound taken away by Artis. Benovich wants a 3, front iron, no. Griffune boxes out on the rebound, but then didn't go for the ball. Eventually it came to her.
For about 20 minutes there, and it bounced to her.
Warren with it, working on Argyle, goes back the other way. Comes back out, and they'll reset a play. Warren drives in, goes back out for Griffune to Warchalk. Stasha going to take a straightaway 3, back iron, no. Rebound tapped, and Warchalk's got it. Great job by Robbins to tap that rebound. Maddie going to take a step back 3, that's no good. Rebound fought for, and finally controlled in the corner by Artis, who's going to get it out of there to Benovich. Benovich drives down, puts it up, no good, maybe partially blocked by Griffune. Here comes Robbins the other way. Robbins kicks it into the corner, Humphreys for 3. She's got another one from over there. 12 for Aretha Humphreys. 70-40, and we're going to get a 30-second timeout called by Trine so they can do some substituting, but we are behind on timeouts, so we'll take it along with them back after this. Trine with the basketball out of the timeout. They lead it by 30, 70-40. Sam Underhill with it, going to hand off for Wagner. Wagner back inside Underhill. She's going to take a little jumper from about 6 feet and fill it up. Sam Underhill continuing her strong game. Warren with it. Gonna drive, goes out Griffune. Thor for Humphreys. Looks inside for Griffune. Humphreys puts it on the floor instead. Gets all the way to the basket, puts it up off the glass and good. 14 for Aretha Humphreys. Here's Wagner with it. For Underhill. We'll go over for Sloniker, who's back in there. Sloniker, a nice pass to Hins, who I guess just lost it out of bounds after some contact with Griffune. No foul call. Alma will come back the other way with it. Robbins out on the left wing, going to drive to her right. Hands off for Thor. Thor and Humphreys has it go right through her hands, out of bounds. Substitution as Sloniker goes out, Brower in. And coming the other way with it is Sydney Wagner for Brower. Back for Wagner. Puts it on the deck, drives to her left, puts it up too strong, but the rebound comes right to Rachel Stewart, who puts it up and good. Back the other way, Thor with a couple of steps up off the glass, no. And here come Hins again. She's going to go up and be fouled by Robbins. Hins will shoot 2. Sierra Hins, 4 points on the afternoon. Warchalk and Lemoncusa back in for Thor and Griffune. It'll be 2 shots. First one up and good from Hines. Ready for the second. That one also good. 76-42 in favor of Trine. Warren with it across the timeline. Scots call out a play. Warren stops, turns, fires, and hits again. Just got the defense going one direction. She stopped, popped a shot quickly. 16 for Olivia Warren. Nice pass inside for Brower. She goes underneath, puts it up, no good. Rebound tapped out by a couple of Scots, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Wagner to inbounds from under her own basket. Gets it in nicely to Underhill, who puts it up and is fouled by Warchalk. Stasha's 4th. And 2 shots coming for Sam Underhill. Chance to take the scoring lead for the Thunder, and she does with her 11th point of the afternoon. It's Underhill with 11, Artis 10, Taylor 10, Wagner 9, Wildman 8, Benovich 8, Stewart 7.
All over
That's
the place.
balanced right there, Craig. Second one's no good. Robbins comes away with it for Alma. For Warchalk. High pass is brought down by Warren. Hands off. Humphreys, she gets to the free throw line. She likes that one, and she fills it up. 16 for Humphreys. 16 apiece for Humphreys and Warren to lead the way for the Scots. Wagner with it to Brower. Hands back to Wagner. Almost lost the basketball. Somehow continued on with it. Now going down to the ground with it is Stewart. She comes back up to Brower. 9 on the shot clock with Underhill. Underhill picked up by Lemoncusa, takes a couple extra steps, puts it up, no. Referees have swallowed their whistles here late in the game. Shots up and no good, and another rebound, the 8th rebound for Robbins. Outlet pass Warren. She's going to get into traffic, puts it up, and good. 18 for Olivia Warren on a career afternoon.
She wasn't passing that one up.
No, certainly not. Brower up at the top. Goes over for Stewart. Back inside Brower, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Warchalk. That's her 5th. Repka was already at the scorer's table, so Emma Hoover will check in for her first action for the Thunder. And back to the scorer's table comes one of the officials. And we're ready to go. Inbound pass to Hins, gets it out. Brower, she's going to put up a mid-range jumper, back of the rim, no good. And Robbins the rebound, she's fouled right there. It'll be Warren back the other way. Warren works off a Lemoncusa screen, finds space for herself, didn't take the open shot this time. Robbins has got it all the way across for Humphreys. Humphreys puts it on the floor, drives in, gets cut off there, goes back. Lemoncusa mid-range jumper, got it.
Good patience.
Danny Lemoncusa with 5. 77-50.
Find the open shot and good confidence to knock it down.
Brower with it. Looking, and now gets it to Sloniker. Sophie Sloniker gets it into the paint. Up, under, and fouled by Lemoncusa. Giving up a lot of steps in there. Sarah Lineski into the game, the senior for the Scots. Along with Thor. First foul shot's up and good from Sloniker. She's got 3 points now. Her second, also perfect. And Taylor Cleveland, the local product, will check in for Maddie Robbins. Cleveland already with a full junior varsity game under her belt today. While I was here, at least she went all the way, as the Scots only had 6 junior varsity players available.
Easy to do that, then.
It is easy to do that. Pass is going to be stolen, and all alone is Wagner and lays it in. Sydney Wagner makes it 81 for the Thunder, and Wagner has had a wonderful, wonderful game. Warren for the Scots loses Wagner briefly. Lineski in, puts up off the window, no good, and the rebound comes to Brower. Brower with it now. Lineski on her. Hands off for Hoover. Goes out for Sloniker inside. Brower, left-handed hook shot is good. A nice play right there. And we're just going to get a substitution timeout here, as Trine's going to get some other folks in. Number 40, I'm going to guess, is Kylie Williams. We don't have number 40 on the roster, but we do have Kylie Williams on the roster, so we're going to go with that. Looks like Michaela McGowan's in there as well. And we'll try to get who else. Tiana Mott. This will be Taylor Cleveland for the Scots. Gets it to Lineski. Lineski fires a nice pass backdoor for Thor, but it's tapped out of bounds by Hoover. Thor will inbounds. Looking to get it in, looking, goes for Adriana Hill, who's in the game. Hill has also played a full junior varsity contest. She's going to drive in, puts up a shot just inside the free throw line, and she will score as she goes flying across the floor. Adriana Hill with 2. And now a steal by Repka. Repka back one-on-one, goes to the left hand, spins in, tries to go under, can't do it. Gets her own rebound, throw out to Cleveland. Cleveland going to go out for Hill. Hill drives in, under 30 seconds to go. Lineski puts it up, no good. She's going to get it out, and Lineski's going to be fouled on the floor. That's going to be the 5th Trine team foul, so Sarah Lineski, the senior, will go to the line. Checking in for the Scots is going to be Brooke Leroy, Grace Fosmore, and Carrie Miller. Lineski's first foul shot up and perfect. And the second one for Sarah Lineski. She's got them both. 83-54 in favor of Trine. 30 seconds on the game clock, 27 on the shot clock, as Trine's got it here with Williams to Mott. Gets it out, 3-point try on the way. McGowan, no good. Rebound ripped down by Miller. Goes for Hill. Hill with 12 seconds left to go. Goes off a Lineski screen, gonna drive in. Gets a shot up and hits another one. That's 4 quick points for Adriana Hill, and a nice finish for the Scots and Hill. 83-56 is going to be our final here from the Art Smith Arena. Congratulations to the Thunder. They remain in first place. We will be back with a brief post-game show after this timeout.